about Alphenol for a second. But yeah, we just finished up the everything with Alice over here, and now I'm pretty sure we're heading back to the Crystarium, Crystarium, however you say it. Here are your precious worms. That buys us a trip to the top of the tower, does it not? Gasp. Glazed wrigglers, you actually bought them. I really shouldn't let you, but just this one time, alright? Only once. Never fails, shall we?
Look, over there, where the wall is broken. Do you see what lies beyond?
I'm wondering how high up it keeps going for me. It's either ice, or I'm assuming nothing. Well, obviously I see nothing, but is it ice?
That's what the land became after the light flooded in. An empty white nothingness. Life cannot exist in such conditions. The primordial light would wreak havoc on the body's etheric balance. That nectarine you bought, it's Halric's favorite fruit. Most of the patients, Halric included, survived the attacks of powerful eaters. But their fate was sealed all the same. The monster's corruption has entered their bodies, and their very essence is being subsumed by light. The twisted state of the world itself just makes matters worse. Under normal circumstances, a person's ether naturally tends to equilibrium. But for these poor souls, the opposite is true. Sooner or later, every single one of them will turn.
Like the Arthas campaign. They all must be
Tesleen and the
purged.
patients, they all know this. They know what has to be done before the change goes too far, before the eater within takes over. The preferred method is mixing poison into their favorite food. In my time here, I've borne witness to a lot of last meals. I feel just as helpless as before. No matter how hard I fight, it's never enough.
Just to be clear, she did the same thing as Arthas. They're just doing it in a nicer way. Just saying. Arthas did nothing wrong.
But it's a war I mean to wage, nonetheless. Speaking of wars, do you remember how I made you promise not to leave me and then promptly collapsed? Well, let's just say I had a few choice words for the Exarch concerning the timing of his summons. But even if the fault lay with someone else, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd abandon you on the battlefield. So I swore that I'd make up for my absence there by making a difference here. And that's what keeps me moving forward, even when things seem hopeless. On which note, it's time we headed back. The longer we keep Tesleen waiting, the harder this will be for her.
I'm glad I was able to show you that. When it comes to understanding the catastrophe which befell the first, one glimpse of the empty wasteland beyond the wall is worth more than an hour of Yorianje's lecturing. And I needed you to know, beyond a doubt, that Tesleen has no other choice. The nectarine will be a kindness. It isn't just a threat posed to others. When a person becomes an eater, The pain appears to be excruciating. The carers are truly fond of their wards and would spare them that suffering. It is their way of fighting back against a fate worse than death. Volume always seems different. Yesterday it seemed very quiet. Today it seems a lot louder. I don't know what's going on with my computer anymore. You're back. I hope you had a nice time. Did you manage to find a nectarine? I don't know how to say that. Thank you. Alice explained why I wanted this, has she? I can see it in your eyes. But we may not need it just yet. I spoke with the others and we decided to keep an eye on Harlock for now. Thanks to you though, if the time does come suddenly, we'll be ready to send him on his way with a taste of happier days. Well, nothing is going to happen for a little while yet, so let's see if we can't lighten the mood. We don't want our gloomy faces worrying the patients. I think it's time that we, for that welcome meal, don't you? Take a seat. I'll make us a nice stew.
Speak up if you'd like another helping. I made a little bit more than usual today.
And you've added something special to the broth, if I'm not mistaken.
Aye, well, it's not often we have visitors from the Crystarium, so I may have thrown in a few extra bits and bobs.
You needn't have gone through to the trouble. I don't know why they worded it that way.
Oh, it's nothing, really. And we do so rarely have guests. In a place like this, you learn to take what moments of happiness you can get. I remember when I first came here with my mother. She was showing the early signs. I knew there was no way to save her, but I just couldn't face what needed to be done. That's the way of it for most people. Why they travel from arms to stay here. Beaten, broken souls come to wait out the inevitable, to receive the mercy of a painless death. When my mother finally left this world, I was mad with grief, but also thankful that her passing was a peaceful one. It's never easy, ending a life you've cared for, even when you believe they go on to a better place. I often find myself wishing the Warrior of Darkness would come and do that part for me.
The Warrior of Darkness?
You've never heard the tale? I'm not sure where it began, but every child in Norvrent could tell you a version of it. Warrior of Darkness, servant of death, take care of our souls at our dying breath. Let sinners and eaters of sin go with thee, that all may return to the sunless sea. Well, that's the version I was taught anyway. It's just an old bedtime story. He's certainly never deigned to visit us here.
Which is a good thing, surely. He sounds rather ominous.
Do you think so? I always liked the idea that he treated every soul the same. Even the Sin Eaters.
What is this?
They're coming.
Desleen! Have you seen Halric? I swear, I only took my eyes off him for a moment.
So I guess the next objective will be find Halric. Then Owsley, we have to go look for Halric. I don't know what's gotten into him, but if he's wandered off out there alone, we'll assign search areas and split up. Any idea where he might be headed? No, he's never done anything like this before. But it can't be a coincidence that the other patients are suddenly so agitated. They can sense something. In any case, let's keep the search close to the inn. Halric isn't very sure on his feet, so he won't have gone far. I'll search the east side. Please, Halric, please be alright. You got the east? Well, then I'll get the west side. I'll cover the north and west. Then you take everything from here to the south. Aw. Well, south side then. Really weird if you came this way and that guy didn't do anything. Getting flashbanged in this zone. Damn, there's pieces of building up there. I didn't notice that before. Signs maybe further west. So that's what I was saying. Sorry, bud. His cult. I didn't realize he was on the bed. Just woke him up. Yeah, you can kind of see him on the camera. Yeah, he's like, whoop, there's my finger. It's a little weird to do it like in reverse. I'm under attack. All right. I feel so weak this expansion. It's the first expansion where I feel like I just used like all my crit abilities and he's only at half. Every other expansion I would have used this what is it? Inner release ability, and that would have been it. Back to the city, I guess. Oh no, we're still outside. Game, click it. There we go.
Any sign of him? No luck then. But he surely can't have gone far. We should keep looking. The Sin Eaters are out in force, and if we don't find him soon, you can be sure they will. Did you see the size of that thing? It must be one of the nasty ones. Wherever it's going, it can only mean trouble. After it!
That looks like the thing from the cutscene I first watched before the expansion, or the trailer leading into this expansion, whatever you want to call it. There's like a big angel girl looking thing, and then the lion thing, which you also saw in the last cutscene.
There it is!
Well, last zone rather.
Is that... Oh no! Halric!
Somehow gonna make it there in time. Oh. Didn't see that one coming.
We have to run!
Tesleen! No!
Just nothing.
We all deserve happiness, wherever we can find it. The time left to you is precious. No one should die in pain. Mother, I...
The hell is going on? I guess she's turning into one.
Oh, no, 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 no!
Forgive me, Alice.
Damn. It's absolutely pouring outside at my house right now, so hopefully I don't lose connection. I'm sorry. I tried to tell the carers what happened, but I can't be the shoulder they lean on. Not like this. Stop. It's just so unfair. Tesleen was always so cheery with the patients, telling them not to be scared, that there wouldn't be any pain. Of all the people in the world to suffer such a fate. I feel like if we spent half the expansion with Tesleen, that would have impacted me a lot harder, but we've only just met her, so it's kind of like whatever. As messed up as that sounds. I imagine you're just as shocked as the rest of us, so I'd appreciate what you're doing here. Me, I can barely. I don't have the words. Without a body, we can't even give her a proper burial. And she cared about that sort of thing, about giving people a chance to say their goodbyes. Ulrich is unresponsive, stands motionless, staring in the sky where the Senators made their escape. Guess we head that direction. Alice. Thank you. What you're doing, it means a lot to them. To me. Sorry to interrupt. We realized we haven't thanked you for rescuing, Halric. You weren't hurt at all, were you? Hurt? There wasn't even a fight. I was too late, too slow, and I thought I could protect you. You can't blame yourself for things beyond your control. You brought Halric back safe and sound. No one could have done any more. I'm sorry, but I've come to a decision. I won't be continuing my role here. I hope you will forgive me for leaving you, and that you will delay Halric's last meal for as long as you possibly can. Not until it's too late, of course. Just give him what time you can. We always do. Of course. She would have done the same. Farewell, Halric. Keep Tesline's words close to your heart. Wait, you're leaving this very moment? I understand how you must feel, but surely this is a bit hasty. Do you even have anywhere to go? I have a destination in mind, yes, and a purpose. The damn light, building without cease, it's the reason we can't save those corrupted by eaters. But what if we corrected the balance? Even if it were only little by little, even if it took years, it would surely make things better. Now hold on there. Everyone knows there's too much light, but how could you ever get rid of it? You'd have to change the whole world. That's right. We should return to the Crystarium. I may not be able to repel the eaters on my own, but I can still use the skills I've gained to hurt them. Oh, I hear the thunder now outside. Sometimes I get power outages, so hopefully that doesn't happen, but if it does happen, I'm going to try to attempt to turn the stream back on and keep going. But it's supposed to thunderstorm. You can see here it's 5:09 my time. It's supposed to rain for the next 3 hours, so I mean, I hope I don't run into any issues, but it is very common where I live where if it does rain bad enough, the power sometimes flickers. It doesn't like go off permanently, like sometimes it does, but mostly like I'll get like a quick like boop boop, like it'll turn off and everything will immediately turn back on. I got my computer set on a nice power surger. I mean, the internet's immediately going to cut because it's over there, but my computer will stay on, so I can at least shut it down properly. But still, it doesn't work every time, so I still get nervous about that, especially with how much PCs cost nowadays. When my PC breaks, I'm going back to Xbox gaming. There'll be no more sim racing and no more Final Fantasy 14. I'll be streaming single player games. Oh look, there's an Aether Current. I think I need to change my mount. This boom, boom, boom clacking is a lot. It's really cool when you fly with it, but it's really obnoxious running normal. Mount speed. Is it out? Mount guide, right? We'll go back to this one. Get our Heavensward music back. I feel like this is more of a more perfect running to a point A to point B destination song anyway. The last mount song really wasn't all that good. Apparently every mount has their own song or something. The Chocobo one's not bad either. It's a little too happy though. Forgive me. I couldn't stand there a moment longer. But I was serious about what I said. While the men and women at the inn battle against this blight with kindness, I must fight in my own way, with steel. Miss Alice, is there anything I can get you? Your swiftest, Amaro. I need to return to Crystarium immediately. As you wish. It puts us right there. Remind me to wear goggles if we ever fly over Amarang again. I barely got the sand out of my eyes. But the wind did help to clear my head at least. I think I'm ready to meet with the Exarch. We need to talk about how we're going to wipe the Sin Eaters out. Shall we? Yes, we shall. Oh wait, there's a crystal right here. Keep forgetting about that. Actually, while I'm at it real fast, let me open up this in the background just so I can check the what races are coming up. So like I said, I didn't plan on playing Final Fantasy today, but like I said, it was just so hard to just immediately wake up and get into a race. But I'll check to see what's going on in a second. I mean, this story is kind of getting really interesting though. I'm at the point where I don't know if I want to race or keep playing. It's just I'm kind of getting like I guess to the plot of it. I feel like. Thank you for seeking me out, Dagonet. It meant a lot to have you there at my side. And looking at Alphinaud, I say he's eager to begin this discussion as I am. I say we lay our experiences before the Exarch and step back to see what kind of picture they make. Then we can decide where to go from here.
And so you return.
Sorry, one sec. I just want to click LMU in the background. I can see my webcam flickering like crazy because of it. Sorry about that. Now I'm red. Oh well. Better than it flickering.
Have you gained a better understanding of the crisis now faced by the First?
Yes. Now I kind of understand what's going on
Better
here
is not
now.
the word I would use. Some lands may have been spared the flood, but the survivors live only to suffer. There seems no end to the horrors inflicted by the Sin Eaters.
Indeed. Those abominations are a calamity in their own right. And I can well imagine how hopeless the task of eradicating them must seem to you. But after countless battles and untold sacrifice, we have identified a potential weakness. Sin Eaters are drawn to serve the strongest of their kind, a class of creature we call Light Wardens. And from what we have been able to ascertain, only a handful of these entities exist.
Sorry, I had the cough.
Just as an ant colony will perish in the absence of its queen, we believe that the death of a Light Warden will cause the lesser creatures within its sphere of influence to disperse.
I have a feeling Yulmul might have something to say about any concerted action we take against these monsters. Vorthra's command over the Sin Eaters is integral to Yulmoran society. In seeming to guarantee his people's safety, it guarantees their obedience. He will not take kindly to us depriving him of such useful allies.
Agreed. Thus we will need to occupy or otherwise divert his forces whilst we proceed with the business of eliminating the Wardens. Until we have done so, all other considerations must be set aside if we are to forestall the 8th Umbral Calamity.
Sure, eliminating the Wardens will be enough. Seems a little too easy.
Your uncertainty is understandable given the circumstances. Perhaps a more detailed explanation is in order. To begin at the beginning, then.
Yeah, because just if all you had to do is kill the Wardens, why didn't no one try that yet then?
In the ancient past, a single star was divided into 14 worlds.
How did it even divide? I don't understand.
This is the source, your home. These others are the 13 shards, in whose number we find the first. Though physically separate, they retain a connection to each other, and with the source especially. Now, let us assume that a given element in one of the shards attains abnormal ascendancy.
Suck, just gotta ban that bot.
Just as water will flow from the highest point to the lowest, the excess energy will begin trickling into the source. And such an influx of ether will of course exert a palpable influence. If the element in question were fire, then drought and wildfires might ensue. If it were ice, one might expect the weather to turn bitterly cold. As ether continues to pour in, such phenomena will become more and more extreme, until eventually, a single, untimely event triggers a disaster which cracks the barrier dividing the two worlds. What was once a trickle now becomes a deluge, sweeping the shard along to be rejoined with the source. At the same time, the element which held sway in the shard is unleashed in full, its energies amplifying the original disaster to truly catastrophic proportions. An earthquake thus magnified might strike with enough force to shatter continents. A tidal wave might swell to a size capable of drowning entire nations. These devastating events are what we refer to as umbral calamities. 7 times has a calamity befallen the source. 7 times has a shard been absorbed. At present, the light-drowned realm of the First stands perilously close to meeting the conditions for a rejoining. It is the Sin-Eaters who are to blame for the Light's continued dominance. In addition to attracting their lesser kin, the Light Wardens I mentioned earlier radiate ether, saturating every corner of their territory with light. Even here in the flood-spared region of Norvrant, their influence is strong enough to banish night from the sky.
Yeah, they were
Thus,
talking about
if
that.
we are to restore balance to the First and head off a potential calamity, it is imperative that we put each and every Light Warden to the sword.
We've been doing our best to take the fight to the enemy ever since we first heard the Exarch's explanation.
Though we have yet to claim any meaningful victories if truth be told. Apart from being confoundingly elusive, the Light Wardens possess a troublesome quality which compelled us to delay our plans until such time as you arrived.
Forgive the interruption, my lord, but Hallminster Switch is requesting reinforcements. They say the Sin-Eaters are attacking in force, and the village could soon be overrun.
Haven't done much fighting this expansion. Let's go. Yeah, let's go.
Alert the guard. We should be prepared in case the fighting reaches the Crystarium. You have command of our forces in the field, Captain, but hold off on entering the town until I arrive. That goes for Alphino and Alize as well.
My lord.
Pray, lend us your strength. Such a fight will provide you with far greater insight than any explanation I could offer.
Well, Mr. Switch is north of Lakeland, so we had best make haste with all preparations. In fact, meet me outside the Crystarium at the crossroads northwest of the Ascensor Gate, and I shall lead you there myself. Feels like we're about to start getting into the thick of it now. But before I do anything else, just let me check the schedule real fast. I do want to at least do one race today. So what would that be in like an hour if people do Qatar? So Monza, Interlagos. So it'd have to be what's after. It'd have to be what's after Monza. I feel like Monza is going to be a big one though. So now I can look at this schedule. And then I'm going to go back to Final Fantasy. I just clicked the wrong button. I don't really like their UI in this game. Schedule. There we go. So after Interlagos goes back to Imola. So that's 6:10. What time is it now? Okay, so that's someone's probably going to do guitar, but that's 6:25. So that's in an hour. So I'll have to see what's going on at those times. But for now, I definitely want to at least do this next quest. Then maybe in an hour, I'll see what races are going on, or 45 minutes or so. Or, you know, I guess if this games just keeps being as good as it is, then which way do I gotta go? I don't have that aetheryte. Oh, I guess I didn't go this way yet. Oh, this is where I first came in. Alright, so I gotta go to the entrance of this place then. It's like I pick a day to race because I know I need to, because the new pass comes out next week with Daytona and Laguna Seca. So I want to race to get rid of my rookie badge, but at the same time, it's like this game's it's starting to like get to the meat of it now. Now I'm kind of like 3 or 4 hours in or so. Probably like 4 hours in or so at this point. So today's reset day, so my best day to race and actually have full lobbies would be today. Like I said, I want to see if anyone's doing Qatar or Imola. At least I'm more familiar with them two tracks. Anything else, I'll have to do a couple warm-up laps. Well, I'd rather not do Imola as my first race though, because that's a tough track. It's definitely a tough track, especially it's definitely a tough track to pass people on too. I wonder if I should have ran up there to get the crystal first. That's alright. I'll just go to the campaign. Oh, 37 Yam. Oh, it's up there. I was just gonna say I got to do my Aether current. It's literally right there. Just too busy looking at everything else. I'm gonna walk right past it. North, so probably around the next area it's going to send me, assuming it sends me toward this crystal. In the world did I just click? I'm trying to hit escape and some kind of menu just pops up. All set. If we follow this road north, we'll arrive at the northern staging point. The village itself lies not far behind. Quickly now. Actually, while I am running there real fast, what was the weekly? I think it was Spa. I definitely don't want to do Spa. Oof. None happening in my time slot anyway. The weekly races aren't really meant for Tuesday though. I think they normally plan them for Wednesdays. See someone running right here. Or is that the event? That looks like an event. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I gotta get this crystal. I don't know why I'm running past it again. $85 north. I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's probably just gonna be on top of that cliff. It just seems what makes sense. Grab this Aether crystal. That way I can teleport back, because I'm sure I'm gonna need it. So, no way up this way. It's probably not on top of that mountain, but... let's see. It said 85 north, and I didn't see nothing green, which made me think it would be up top. Oh, nope, on the ground. Next one's to the west, so I won't be getting that one. Damn, he's taking me to the edge of the world over here. Level 71. I pissed the racing odds off, bro. I can't race when I first wake up. I'm gonna race. It does say LMU after. I have it up. I was looking at the schedule. Don't be coming in here. Don't be coming in here late. Yeah, I was looking at this one. I'm hoping people sign up for the Qatar one. But let's be real, it doesn't seem like people like this track. So if people don't sign up for the Qatar one, that's in like an hour. That's why I was playing LMU. Or this one. You could change the stream schedule. Honestly, if I would just stay awake when I come home from work and race around like 2 p.m., I would race a lot more. I'll go change the time schedule. Well, let me actually see. If Qatar doesn't work, what's after Imola and Qatar? That's all I would have to see is what's after Imola and Qatar. Okay, I think my computer just is trying to blow up, trying to have this game open and Final Fantasy open at the same time, though. We're not doing bronze races, so we can just ignore them. Okay, well, I can't do Fuji. And I think it's a half hour between every one of these, so it would have to be an hour and a half. Or I would just have to do Imola in however much time. I'm not gonna lie, oh, it's not Imola, it's Interlagos in 18 minutes. Oh no. Interlagos would be fun. Monza is just... oh, there are people signed up for it. 18 people signed up for it right now. Interlagos will probably be an easier race to start than Imola. But Imola will probably have a bigger sign up. I just really want to race Qatar. I'm not that great at it, but I just think it's a fun track. But either way, that's some time away. So I just found out about Light Wardens, essentially. And now we're supposedly going to our first one, I think? Or, no, I don't... oh, no. Forget exactly what we're doing. Home Mr. Switch has passed these gates and through the woods. It is not exactly a near neighbor to the Castarium, but as we occupy the same region, we have built up something of a cooperative relationship. What can we expect inside, Captain? The town is beset by a swarm unlike any we have seen in recent years. We did our best to evacuate the villagers, but as many as half remain. Judging by the numbers of eaters present, we have good reason to believe that a White Warden leads the attack. How convenient. It seems we'll have the chance to slay a warden sooner than we expected. One does not simply slay a warden. One does not simply. As no one told you what happens if you defeat one of those fiends? They hold more light inside them. Wait, what? They hold more light inside them than all their what? Than all their underlings put together. Alright, I wasn't understanding what I was trying to say for a second. It can be struck down, aye, but its essence won't dissipate like the weaker kind. Vile aether will billow outwards to envelop the nearest living being. A reckless young swordsman, perhaps, and turn into a brand new warden. Oh. Ah well, you can leave the particular quandary to us. I must ask that the guards stand down and allow us to engage the leader of the Eaters alone. Concentrate on the survivors. We must save every life we can. But what if... Understood, my lord. As captain of the guard, however, I will not watch you brave such danger without an escort from our ranks. I insist that I go with you. Very well. Then our warden slaying party shall include myself, the Leviers, Captain Lena, and last but not least... Oh, so this is going to be a dungeon? A formidable group indeed. Into Hallmuster we go. Once we reach the Lord Warden, do not hold back. We strike to kill. I was wondering why I was going to the edge of the map that didn't lead to another zone. For some reason, a dungeon didn't cross my mind. Yeah, I get it. I can use the NPCs. You don't need to tell me again. Did the other map show dungeon icons, I wonder? No, look at that. They're keeping them hidden this time. No dungeon icons on that map. About down here. Ah, look at them actually not spoiling anything. Whoa. What is that? Alright, damn, 50 people, so this is filling up. "30-minute race. I feel like I got all night to race though, because I don't think my girl's gonna complain about streaming. I didn't stream. I got off early last night, so I'm just worried that there's not gonna be bigger splits later. How do I get back out of this? Would really like to do guitar. And I think since it's going to be at 6:30, because after Imola, it's a P3 race, an LMP3 race. Because it's going to be Interlagos, Imola. So I'm thinking guitar will fill up. So I'm thinking I do the dungeon. That way I can do the guitar race. Even if I finish dead last, like I want to race guitar. Like I know I'm not going to do well because it's going to place me in a higher split. And my skills are not here. They're probably down here right now from not playing so much. So I'm not worried about getting whooped. It's just I want to race a track that's not something I raced recently on iRacing like Spa or whatever the other one is. It just sucks. I feel like there's going to be like 7 people who sign up and it's like, well, I guess I'm racing with 7 people. Fuck it. I'll get some save. I got to do some races to get rid of this badge up here anyway because I still have the X, the rookie badge. But what I was saying was after Imola, because right now it's going to be Interlagos, then it's going to go to Imola, then it's going to be this P2, P3 race. So anyone who doesn't want to race this, their only other option will be do a bronze race or do Qatar. So I'm hoping Qatar fills up. So I'll do this dungeon and then we'll hope Qatar fills up, but I'll probably race Qatar anyway, as long as there's at least 5 GT3s. Fuck it, I'll just get to practice. It's an hour of practice, I'll look at it that way. Even if I finish last, there's fucking 6 cars, fuck it. As long as the race counts and I get some practice. But we're going to do this with NPCs because, yeah. All-rounder. The Crystal Hexarch, all-rounder. Man, look how fast that Q was. Which is good, though, because at least I can do it end Final Fantasy for today after doing a dungeon, at least. And then I'll do Qatar afterwards. And then then racing begins again. If anything, it'd be better if I did do Qatar, because it probably will be empty. Just a better chance to practice and get used to everything again. But like I said, I need at least 5 GT3s to sign up. That's the hope. Nope, there it is, a Warden. I'm not gonna lie though, like, I was a little curious about where this expansion was going in the beginning. But it's starting to pick up really well now that they kind of introduce the story of what's going on. And my volume feels off today, like I feel like everything's louder, so if my volume and voice is off or something needs to get lowered or raised, just let me know. Because yesterday everything was quiet. Today I feel like everything's blasting. At least my party's doing damage in this expansion, man. Last expansion I did a dungeon with the party finder, man. Them dudes did no damage. They're probably still on AoE though, so maybe I spoke too soon. Yeah, let's see if they AoE. That looks like a negative. Oh yeah, I can use this new ability where I charge it up and have a stronger AoE. Get good, bro. We're going to get good, that's for sure. I have a feeling no one will sign up for Qatar. Because after that P3 race will be Interlagos, so it's like people are going to be either thinking about Interlagos or Qatar at that point. But I mean, Interlagos is a banger, but I race Interlagos a lot. I've only raced Qatar like 2 times. And Monza, I'm not trying to do Monza yet. That's just a death sentence. I'll save that for tomorrow or something. Because the weekly spa. What's up, Moses? And thank you. I don't know why I'm AoEing. It's only 2 of them. I should be single targeting. Sec. No, I didn't mean to click that. There we go. Sorry about that. I had a pop-up from something else. So Andrew, if I was like, for instance, not playing this with like NPCs, not like a normal one with players either. Like I guess there's harder versions of this. Like do trash and stuff? Like do different abilities? Like do they do more, or is it just like they do more damage? I feel like the dungeons haven't, at least when you use the NPCs, they haven't really scaled dramatically difficult, like to any like crazy difficulty yet. I think the trials, or where you fight the singular bosses, they've been pretty difficult. Some of them have been difficult, but everything else hasn't really been that tough. Do I stream with the schedule? Normally during the week I try to get on anywhere in between, like, I would say 2 to 9. But with my job and having a kid, it varies a little bit. But I would say I definitely try to stream in between either 2 p.m. and 9 p.m. But I generally get on around like 4:30, 5 o'clock, and then I'll stream for like 3 or 4 hours. Sometimes less if I have things going on. Like I said, I still work a full-time job and everything. So I can't game all day, but that's generally my schedule. And weekends are normally a no-go, but if there's like a big special event for like racing or something, then sometimes I'll get on the weekend. But generally Monday to Friday is the best chance I got for streaming. Weekends are, like I said, a little iffy. Whatever that emote is, for some reason I don't see that on OBS. I gotta do the pop out chat. I just work in a warehouse, nothing special. But it pays the bills. You use better TTV. I don't know, does that work on OBS? I gotta figure that out. Because on my phone I have the better TTV, so I can see all the emotes. And normally when I watch it on my, on the actual, you know what I mean, like my actual internet tab, I can see it. It's just OBS isn't showing it for some reason. I don't have my pop-out chat on for some reason. I doubt we're going to kill the Light Warden right off the rip as the first encounter, right? Or is this not a Light Warden? They're making it seem like this was a Light Warden, but it doesn't say that. It says Forgiven Dissonance. Brazen Bull. They're running over here, so I'll go this way. Oh, so they... Okay. They each have 2 lines. I was wondering why I was getting that filled. This is pretty much just a story-driven MMO that you can pretty much... Well, at least the way I've been playing it is pretty much as a single player. Sometimes with other people, though. Sometimes I'll do dungeons with people from the chat if they're in the chat and they want to do a dungeon with me. I also sim race, which is what I'm going to be doing after this dungeon. Not the best sim racer, but hopefully with more practice I'll get back up there. I'm going to be really rusty though, because I haven't sim raced in a couple months. Orbs again. We up today. I didn't even notice that. My OBS bugs out. I never can see the viewers. It always just stays at 0. So I never know when people are here or not. In a way, though, it works out better. I can just not be nervous or nothing. What other games do I play? Right now, mainly just this and sim racing. So Le Mans Ultimate and iRacing. But I do play other, like, single-player story games. Pretty much just RPG games. I do play Escape from Tarkov, but I play that off stream. I don't really like playing that one on stream. I gotta focus too much and I don't really talk. And plus I play that, I normally play EFT with an unkindly fellow with words. So I can't stream with him. He doesn't care what he says. Old school COD gamer. He never grew up. But he's the only one I know in real life that still plays FPS games. so it is what it is. Andrew knows him as John. The man, the myth, the legend. Man who cannot censor his words. Yeah, every time I try to play Tarkov solo, I just get destroyed. It's definitely a game you definitely want to have at least one person with. Speaking of which, Andrew, if you ever decide to want to learn Tarkov, me and John will teach you. Like I said, it does have a single player to it. And then you can go online and get your ass kicked by all the sweaty Giga Chads and hackers. Yeah, but we would teach you, and it has single player, so. But I think you got to pay extra for single player, so you might want to look into that. But I mean, I'm sure we would still do online too, but we're gonna get handed online. Like it's a very unforgiving game when you first start out. Very, very unforgiving. Yeah, I'm new. Or newish, I guess. I don't know why I did that instead of using the wrong ability. Whoop. Clicked off my game. I lost track of my mouse. Do I have a debuff or something? Why do I feel like my abilities are going so slow? Yeah, I had to have a debuff on me. I wasn't paying attention. I was weird, like my global cooldowns were really, really slow. I forget where I put the debuffs on me at. That's actually probably not smart. I'm waiting for it too, but I was fooled twice already, so I don't want to make that mistake again. Brother, I have no goals. I know. I'm just doing this for just the love of the game right now. Like I said, just a handful of, I mainly just do it because a handful of real-life people I know sometimes come in and watch. And it just makes streaming, or playing essentially a single-player game like this a little more enjoyable. I don't have any future goals. Just plan on streaming some Final Fantasy and sim racing. That's it. Wherever it goes, but I have no plans of it going anywhere. I'm way too late in the game to be popular or whatever you want to call it, or to even care to try to be popular. I'm the next Asmund? Oh, man. I don't want to do politics, though, man. I don't care about politics. Oh, man, I can't have cockroaches or be a Nazi? Oh, man. Oh, man. You mean I can't be an asshole all the time? Well, no, I am an asshole. just in a different way. Yeah, I clean my house. I don't mind Asmund that much, though. I just don't like the politics. I generally don't hate his opinion when it comes to games, though. He got an OnlyFans girlfriend right now. I don't really follow his streams. Like I said, I normally just watched it. Like, if he puts... I followed him from when he played WoW. So if he puts out anything on YouTube that's gaming related, I'll generally watch it. Because his gaming takes, I generally don't find bad. But anytime I see him, like, he's just doing politics. And I don't care if it's politics I agree with or disagree with. I just don't watch politics. I don't find it entertaining. The memes I find entertaining. The memes are entertaining. But I would not be able to just sit and talk about politics. Oh my god. Or listen to someone talk about it. He played this during the boom of 2020. I never watched him play Final. I know he played it, but I never, like, watched him play it. At that time, I had no interest in fun. What am I supposed to do with this debuff? I guess that was the right thing. I don't... You know what was crazy? When everyone turned on WoW, I actually didn't. I kept playing. The only thing that WoW, like if you were a collector in WoW, it got really, really bad. Like if you were someone that like had FOMO, like, oh, I need to have all the transmogs, all the mounts, all the achievements. Yeah, WoW was a really bad place for you. WoW was a really bad place for you. But I didn't care. I just played the game and I don't know. Like this, I just play it. I don't care about collecting it. I get the item, I don't know. Blizzard being canceled. Was that whole breast milk thing time frame or whatever? I mainly stopped playing WoW because I felt the story just got bad. They pretty much, all the male characters just are now really bad and all the female characters are like the god and savior of everything. And WoW was never a game like that. It always had a really good balance of male and female characters, and then they just... I don't know, they just decided we just need to have all women characters be strong and powerful and all the guy characters suck. So then I played this game, and once again, we're at a good balance where there are strong male and female characters, and it just has a really good flow. All that matters is we've got Booba in Fortnite now. I don't play Fortnite. I played like maybe 5 matches of Fortnite ever. I don't like building, so it wasn't my like cup of tea, I guess, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'm too on for build too, bro. I can't do all that anymore, man. My brain's way too fried for any type of gaming where I need fast reactions. That's why I stopped playing online FPS games. Like, racing's racing. Like, it's just fun. Like, I don't care where I finish. Like, I want to play it's good, but it's just fun. Guessing this will be like ads. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know what the price of Tarkov is. I know it's probably expensive for the PvE version, but I think you gotta buy it separate. That's the only shooter game I've been playing. The only thing I would do, but I wouldn't want to like play it by myself, is I would redo the entire Halo campaign. Not on like a hard difficulty, like whatever's like in the middle or right before the hardest one. You know what I mean? That way it's still a little bit of a challenge. But I definitely want to like redo Halo. But I can't play like I can't play it solo. Like I would need someone to just be there to bullshit a little bit with. That's what John would be good for, but he doesn't want to play Halo. What a bum. I really hope that Halo MMO is true. There's rumors, I think I told you before, there's rumors that they might be making a Halo MMO that's kind of like Destiny style. I really hope that's the case. And there's also some other game, I don't know how it's going to do. It's going to be like kind of like the Division. There's like another Division looking game coming out. It looks cool, but like I said, I don't know how it's going to be. I liked the first Division. I did not like Division 2. Division 2 sucked. The original Division was fun until all you had to do was go into, what did they call it? The Dark Zone or something? Like the PvP zone? Once it got to the point where all you had to do was PvP, I didn't enjoy the game anymore. Like I said, I'm too unk for PvP anymore. I'm right there with you. I used to play it a lot though. Like I said, I would PvP when I had a 4-man squad in that. That way I can get carried a little bit. It's a long dungeon. Am I even going to be able to make this guitar race? Yeah, I saw that got canceled. Amazon, what are you going to do? A lot of AoE damage, because you can tell like what my damage is versus what they've done to the targets. Got some of these down to almost half just by AoE. But yeah, the actual Lord of the Rings online is dated. I never played it, so I mean, if I played it, it would be like, I guess like a whatever thing for me. Like I would just go through it as a new player. I never tried it, so. But I do know that Lord of the Rings MMO is just like the Star Wars MMO. I've only made it to max level. Not max, like when the game first came out. So what was that, like level 50? Like I did the initial story campaign where I was the Sith warrior and I guess I killed the guy at the end and then I stopped playing. That was it. So I never even finished Star Wars The Old Republic either. And I do like Star Wars The Old Republic. Like I would go back and finish the story, but I don't know how good it's going to be. But it's not like the actual story in that was good to begin with. It was like basic good, but not amazing. Although, am I going to make this guitar race? Like, what is going on here? This dungeon's so long. Might be doing something else afterwards. It looks like we might be doing that Interlagos race after all. But yeah, kill them guys. How much time do I actually have before the start of this race? It's in progress. Oh, I was going to say, there's no way. 23 minutes. I don't think we're going to make that, to be honest with you. So it's looking like we might be doing Interlagos. This is a long dungeon. I don't think I've ever had a dungeon this long in any of the expansions. Normally they're done in like 10, 15 minutes. I've already been in this one for 18 minutes. Or no. Something like that. We're at the last boss. At least guitar I won't need too much practice. I did do a couple practice laps yesterday. Oh, so this is a light warden. Okay, so it's not the angel looking thing. Alright, last boss. Scavenger's daughter? So that's just an AoE. Alright, I'll use this ability next time he does it. Crit, I'll use the defensive. Because that healer is slacking, whatever they're doing. That AI needs to wake up. What the hell is this? I've never seen this mechanic before. Oh. Chain down. Okay. I still don't have no idea what I'm supposed to do with that mechanic. I just have to heal through it or use the defensive. Left knockout, so I guess I stand on this side. Yeah, okay. That was pretty obvious. Have you ever played the Lord of the Rings online though? I hear a lot of people actually still shockingly play that. I mean, I'm waiting for WoW Classic myself though. That's the one I'm waiting for. But I don't think that's going to be for another couple months. But I'm definitely not trying to jump into another MMO right now though. Oh no, I clicked off my screen. Oh, that made it. Actually, I don't think I did. I clicked off the game. And I just messed my combo up. Yeah, this mechanic, I don't know what the... Run away, I guess. I don't know. That's a weird one. Fear speeding? Actually, he's just gonna keep spinning around the room. Chain down. I forget what this ability is. I need to worry about, I guess. What is this? I remembered that one, so I'll use my defensive that puts a shield on everyone. Might as well just use my defensive. Almost dead anyway. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. That was our first light warden. Wasn't it supposed to, like, I thought, didn't they say the light wardens explode or something? So what's, I don't understand. Is that an axe? Did I just get an upgrade? No. Some boots though. Ah, it was not an axe at all, it was a gun. Yeah, I kind of first looked like an axe, alright? Oh, here we go. I was gonna say, didn't they say it explodes?
It's releasing its ether! Fall back! We cannot let it touch us! Quickly, my lord, we must withdraw!
That will not be necessary, Captain.
Huh?
Though I appreciate your concern, the eternal light of these creatures has confounded us for nigh on 100 years. For each we have put down, another has risen up in its place, born of the self-same ether relinquished by its predecessor. But now we have a way to contain that corruption.
How do you mean?
The blessing of light, and the hero who wields it now stands before you.
So wait, what does this mean? Am I going to be, like, corrupted now? Or is it because I'm the warrior of light, it won't affect me? I'm so confused. What the hell? Oh shit.
Behold, the monster's power is broken, and the world, twisted by its touch, returns to its rightful form.
That's crazy. So they said they want what, like 100 years without seeing, like, with the light pretty much taking everything over. So they haven't seen this in like 100 years, right? Like they haven't even seen nighttime. People got to be going crazy right now. Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say they got to be going nuts right now if they never seen this. I haven't seen nighttime before in my entire life, and then this happened. I'd be going like, what the hell? Like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, I'd be that guy. What is going on?
It's so beautiful.
The sunless sea. The warrior of darkness has come.
The opposite, in fact. The warrior of light.
Is that what I think it is?
The night sky. As it should be.
Who are you people? You killed
What do you
a
mean, you
warden,
people?
then bathed in its ether as if it were a spring shower, and now the sky? The legends are true.
Brother, I'm supposed to stop playing this
My
for
lord?
racing? Bro, well, just the story just popped
How many
off.
years have I waited for this moment? For the one possessed of her blessing. For you. You have vanquished the Light Warden of Lakeland, and for the first time in a century, darkness has returned to the mantle of night. Without the ever-present light to sustain them, the Sin Eaters will have no choice but to retreat. Yet our victory is far from complete. Though darkness has fallen here, the other wardens yet bask beneath burning skies, feasting upon what little life remains. Even should it cost me all I have, I would see each and every one of them slain, that this world might be spared from oblivion. Not only for the first, but for the source as well. Save one, and we save the other. But Be that as it may, I concede it was wrong of me to summon you to this fight against your will. I swear, on my life, I will one day atone for that deed, but for the present, I beg you stay and see this fight to its conclusion. Cast down the Wardens and restore darkness to the First.
I will become the warrior you need.
On behalf of the First, I offer you my deepest thanks.
I understand there is much at stake here, Exarch, but why do you risk yourself so readily? It must have been a dangerous drain on your ether to summon even one person across the rift.
I do it for my people, of course. To give the Crystarium the tomorrow it deserves.
That is true now, yes, but the city had yet to be built when you first called forth the Crystal Tower. I'm simply curious to know what prompted you to commit yourself so completely to this particular course.
There are things which we can ill afford to lose. And I sensed from the first that I had a part to play in preserving them. Forgive me. I fear the events of the day may have taken their toll. Despite appearances, I am an old man. One burdened with many difficult memories, some too painful to recall.
Well then, I'm sorry for pressing you. It's a family failing, I'm afraid.
One which has served us well more often than not. Needless to say, we will continue to fight at your side until the last Sin Eater is defeated.
Come then, my warriors of darkness. Let us gather the surviving villagers and make our way back to the Crystarium.
That was like the scene from the trailer too, when the game first started. It's at 3 right now. I mean, it would suck to do a race with 5 people, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it would be a good warm-up, and less people on the track. It would just be more like a track day practice, which I'm fine with. We'll see, though. We still got like 8 more minutes. If not, then I'll have to wait another half hour and we'll do Interlagos. How quickly you have justified my faith in you. So many lives saved, and the sky itself heralds your success. A single victory in a larger struggle, perhaps, but a monumentous one, nonetheless. Don't worry, we are racing though, Andrew. We are racing. We are not upsetting the gods anymore today. As long as we get 5 people, man, I'll just drive around. Fuck it. Fuck it. Come in last place, I don't care. Fuck it. We'll get our practice on. Now, as for how we proceed from here. I thought we were going back to Crystarium. That's how we proceed. Then we figure it out after. We're supposed to go see the people's reactions. The villagers were evacuated earlier. Have they arrived safely in the Crystarium? They seem to be accepting their situation for the moment. Most folk are far too distracted by the sky to worry about wounds or lost homes. They whisper and wonder if the Warrior of Darkness has come. 'Tis to be expected. Dagana, I must ask a favor of you. Would you be so kind as to conceal your involvement in this endeavor for the time being? Why? Seeing the light recede from Lakeland is a monumentous occasion, and many will be swept in a maelstrom of excitement and confusion. Should you come forth as a legendary Warrior of Darkness, I fear that, no matter how good your intentions, such an appearance would throw the city into disarray. I find myself in agreement with the Exarch, although my concerns are more focused on Yulmore. It may be best if you maintain a low profile until we see how Volthree responds to all of this. That's true, I forgot about that fat bastard. My thanks. Though we cannot freely celebrate your success, pray allow your heart to be, what is that? buoyed? I never seen that word before. Buoyed by this joy, by the joy of our citizens. A joy, surely, brought into being. You brought into being. I must ask the same discretion from you, Captain. 'Tis my intention to share with our people the tale of the great warrior who stood in defiance of the Sin Eaters. The unnamed champion defeated the Light Warden, has since departed for parts unknown, yes? As you wish, my lord. Your penance for mystery is nothing new, and I will encourage folk not to question this either. Although I expect to be told the whole truth of it one day, about all of you. I already said yes, too bad. With that settled, I shall return to the Crystarium and make an address to the people. These explanations and adjustments will consume much of my time, so pray take the opportunity to rest and recover from your exploits, and to think you'll not even need to shutter the windows to enjoy darkness and peaceful night's sleep. I guess not this time. That's normally how my day goes because I work the night shift. I have blackout curtains. I have to whoop in order to get some sleep. I must stay behind and coordinate the evacuations of the remaining survivors. And I hesitate to ask after all you've done here today, but could I ask you to pass on the message on your way to the pendants? Please let Bragi know that we're bringing in a number of injured, that any restoratives in the markets need be reserved for the infirmary. Got you. Still only 3? You gotta be kidding me. It's not enough for it to count. We should start making our way back to the Crystarium. Slowly, mind you. I wouldn't arrive too soon after the Exarch. I'm staying behind as well. There's something I need to check on in Holmister. We already went through the village top to bottom, I'll say. We should all take the chance to rest, you included. I knew one of those eaters, and I can't rest, not now. So please, I wish to be left alone for a while, and that means you as well, Dagonite. I shall be cross if you try to follow me. I promise to find you later, when I feel myself again. Just you and me then, shall we? If I register, will that, like, maybe prompt someone else to, like, give it a go? Oh, it's at 6 GT3s now. Alright. So that starts in 3 minutes. So you're getting your wish, Andrew. But it's not gonna be a big race. With 6 people, it will count. It will count. I have a feeling this will be like a pretty big cutscene, so I'm not sure if I should start this just yet. Well, the Crystarium seems relatively ordered, wouldn't you say? The Exarch's speech must have been reassuring to hear. On the contrary, there is something jubilant in the air. I have a feeling this night won't be quite as peaceful as our hooded friend predicted. I think I shall take a brief stroll around town before retiring to my chambers. Once you've discharged your duty to Bragi, I suggest you do the same. Sleep well. I hope untroubled dreams find you and Alice both. Okay, good. Spank them all. Brother, I haven't sim raced on like on LMU in months. I just want to finish. take the practice. I mean, we'll quality and see what my pace is going to end up looking like. Hi, and what can I do for you? Looking to buy a lantern like every other stumbling stole in our city? I see. Well, Captain Lena can rest assured that any potions I spot coming will be set aside for the wounded. Hang on a moment. If you're carrying messages for the guard, does that mean you were there then? The Battle of Holminster? A stalwart lad like you might want to pay a visit to the Wandering Stairs and make himself known. I'm sure Gilleran can introduce you to some interesting opportunities.